Alright, some people have been asking me to do a 2014 wrap-up video. I guess I'll kind of do one. I really didn't want to do one because a lot of my gold finds are actually, well, not a lot, but see three of them, four of them at a jeweler's getting resized and stuff for the wife. Necklace, bracelet, 2 rings. And we'll start all my silvers. I'm not taking them out of the thing. I put them all in order. That was the first of the year. 1, 3. Actually found 3 of them, or 4 silvers that, or no, okay, 5 silvers that day. I can't remember. But all my silvers, those are all Mercs and some Rosies. Let's see, page 2 had 110 this year. All these, a lot of them were at the middle school, the old middle school that I was hunting, and stuff like that, and that was in another town. And there's a Buffy 35. Put buffaloes and Indian heads in here too. And some other cool stuff, but usually some cool tokens and stuff. Had a good year. This was is my rotation error quarter. I'll flip it right here and I'll take that now. Let me see if I can pull it out one-handed here. You've seen the video on it, but it's perfectly in there. And it's off. It's a pretty good rotation error. A couple coin guys have seen the video, and I did just on this, said maybe $50 for it, because you know it's 1908. Oh, it's not really a key date, but that's pretty cool. It's in great shape. That thing was deep. That was at the school. I remember digging that. That was the first barber, wasn't it? I don't think the other barber was before that. Let me look. First barber at the school. Yeah. The other barber was somewhere else, actually. The other barber that was ended up being 5 feet from that. Went back and researched and rescanned that whole area again one day and found it. First war nickel of the year. That was a Lauderdale by the Sea, visiting my brother in the dry sand with a bunch of other nickels. Pretty wild. First half of the year, and actually I think, in all technicality, it's been only half of the year. Only got 1/2 last year. Wow. And quarters, and then you don't get a ton of quarters around here. Well, especially at the school. It's been hunted like crazy. And basically almost everything I find at school is dimes. We've gotten that barber, I think 2 Washingtons, and two halves out of there. And that SLQ, that was the first hunt with a new guy, Roller Jones, Luke. Went out with him, and we went to a house. Actually, Lady Gabe just saw us hunting and said, come hunt my house. So we went over to her house, and he had picked a tree, and I was working by the sidewalk, and he got I think it was a Merc, might have been a Rosie, out from underneath the tree, and I think a wheat penny, and he worked around that tree for like 20 minutes, and he left, and he said, okay, I'm done with that. And we kind of like going back over each other's spots, because it wasn't a big yard, and I went back over there, and after he got that Rosie or whatever, I don't know if he didn't scan it, just didn't go over it all the way, but pretty much right where his hole was, he left that SLQ. I have not yet to find one with a date on it. It's only my second, I think. Yeah, there's the other barber from the school that ended up being right next to the other. And then that was at an old jail in that town. We just were driving through and stopped, and one of the officers said, go hit the old jail. Y'all can go hit the old jail. And this old jail still has the iron bars and everything. But and there's not much grass left around. It's all parking lot. It's just for a historical building. And dang, found a 37 Washington there. But then it was back at the school. And or no, these weren't at school. This was a house where I was with my hunting buddy Dave, Blue Sky Pilot, where we went. and he found his first half ever there at that house. That was a cool hunt. It's funny how you go through these and you remember all your hunts. Some of my friends probably say I shouldn't be showing these cities where I find them, because besides like where my town, everybody knows I hunt my town, but other places where we go, because of the fact we got a few people that try to poach our sites. One in particular, he can't ever go ask for permission. He tries to hoard in on everybody else's, and he's too afraid to door knock and ask, and it kind of gets on my nerves. And but oh well, he probably see this and probably thumbs down my video, which I really don't care. Because if you're too afraid to go out and door knock, all they can say is no, then oh well. This is my Oklahoma trip, or actually out west trip. It was 3.5 weeks out with my parents, just kind of going to visit some friends, had nothing else to do. My injury still can't work, so they can't figure it out. But this thing is like the last day we were in Oklahoma, and it was in Edmond, and I got a 1919 Merc. Then we went to Nebraska, and across the street from the house we were staying at, got that. And then he told me to go drive around and take his little UTV. It was pretty cool. Everybody knows his UTV, so they all thought it was him coming up. But once they knew we were staying with him, they were all like, "Yeah, sure, go ahead and hunt." But found out the UPS man, the lights going in and out here. The UPS man, he hunts around there, but he only hunts it from time to time, periodically. So there's still a lot he missed, and I guess he's going over it quick because he's trying to hit it all. But that was still in Winder. Where we off here? Oh, there. Then I got an Indian next door to their house, at an 1800s house that was being worked up, remodeled. The gentleman told me to go ahead, and that barber was there at the same house. And that barber is in immaculate condition for being in the ground. It was like it was dropped the day it was minted. This is not going to show it in that flip, even when I take it out of this plastic. I mean, it won't. I had some close-ups on the other videos of that. But yeah, it's a 1902 O, and then no date buff at one of his neighbor's houses. And then see, the 1882 was the same yard the no date buff was, about 8.5 inches down. He even said the UPS man hunted his yard. He left that buff, couple wheat pennies, and this thing, which was a blip on the CTX. It was 1882, and at the time that was my oldest Indian. And then that was in Greeley too. I did pretty good in Greeley. I mean, yeah, 1, 2, 3 silvers, 2 Indians, and a buff. That was awesome. And then in Indiana, I met up with Brant. He Tater on the forums. He invited me to go out, and the only day he could get out, it was pouring down rain. Sucked too, because he got some awesome cornfields. Or all other fields. But my oldest coin to date, that in his first fatty Indian, 1863, is awesome. This thing just ain't gonna bring it in there, but it's in good shape. I put some wax on it to try to preserve it, some paraffin wax, so it won't, because I noticed when it was drying out, it was looking a little harsh with the chemicals in the ground in them fields. But and I got this one in Ohio. Whose house is that? I can't remember. One of the family members' houses. And then back in Winder again. And all these over here at my town. Then at the school again, I went back and hunted an area, just hunting anything repeatable, no matter how jumpy it was. And I got that, and that is a Prussian Tather. It's 1869, and it is a variety A. A mint mark. There's a A right there. If it was a whole coin, it'd have a little value to it. But that's cool. And everybody's like, it was shot. No, that's not shot. I've worked with construction, in construction, around construction for over 20 years. That is from a trencher. Trencher went through, chewed up, laid out pipe, and that hit it. I've actually seen a person go through a trencher. Leaves about the same mark. Not really good. And And then that was like first quarter in a while. And then with Rob at a yard he hit, I went back and found that about 3 feet from his hole, and then went back and right next to a tree and found this, which is cool. And it's an S, so it's San Francisco, because we used to make coins for other people all over the world. But they started to make this florin, into a coin ring. Somebody had started and never finished and lost it before they finished it. They're beating all the edges, and if I pulled it out, you could really see the beat marks where it wasn't like stuck in something like a dryer coin. They were tapping on it, beating on it. So that's pretty dang cool. So that's awesome. And that was my first sterling silver coin, because they're 92.5%. Then got a quarter from, I think, next door or something. Oh yeah, across the street. And then another quarter from, that's another place I just stopped one day, found that. And then another war nickel. I like finding war nickels. I don't find a ton of them. I really don't. I dig a lot of nickel tones. It's always trash. Or I'll get lucky and find some gold. And the last 3 in the year, I'll skip a space. Actually, since it's got a space there, I'll start this year here. That's how I do it. Last couple. And that was 110. At least I got to 110. My goal was one more than last year, which was 73. And I got 74. And then I was like, well, it's all others cake on top of it. Or icing on the cake, really. And I ended up with 110. I really don't think I'll repeat it this year unless I find another school. Because that was a lot of digging. That was a lot of work, working that school, gridding that school. I gridded every inch of that school that has not been dug out. And there are 2 areas of that school that literally, when they tore a section down and rebuilt a section, there's pictures of it in the old newspapers, in the 70s, late 70s, when they did this. And I mean, they dug out 6 or 7 feet of dirt, hauled it off, and brought in new dirt, brought in clay and stuff. So you go up there, it's nothing. I mean, I found a silver ring up there, but no old coins. I'll hunt it, but I'm not gonna hope for nothing. But some memorable finds. This is all my silver for the past 3 years. I just threw it all in one. That buckle, saw that. That was 2 weeks ago. Where's my bracelet? Another cool find this year. Buried in here. There it is. Was Rob. This is probably my heaviest silver of the year. Okay, I think it was like 34 grams, something like that. It's silver ID bracelet. And all you can get off of this is the date. 12/12/69. Cannot see. I kind of make out an A, and that's it. Let's see if I can angle it, but same type of script. Right about where my finger is. Yeah, there it is. You can see the A. But I can't tell anything else, because I was going to try to look it up, see if I can find the owner, because I returned one ID bracelet this year, actually in last year, but that was that. And then significant gold finds that I've got here with me. I've sold some and everything else too this year, because I don't like selling it, but needed no cash, needed to sell it. My grill, I'm in the grill club, got me a gold grill. And this was like on my trip with my parents too, from Indiana. I lost my pinpointer. Went back looking for it, which I know them kids took it, but because they're the only ones in the park and they see me drop it. So saw the basketball courts and I said, well, I'm gonna hunt. There ain't no way it's here. I looked there and looked at the other park I was at, even though I knew which park I lost it at. And I got this nice 10-carat ring with 3 nice stones in it. Took it to jeweler. He tightened it up, and he said it's supposed to have this brush look to it. He gave it a quick little once over. He said he didn't know if it's been touched up before, so because the more you do it, it thins it out, because this is a hollow ring. And so he didn't want to do that. But he valued that at about $650, because those are really nice stones. And I thought about taking them stones out and putting my wife's other bracelet, because it has 3 cubic zirconiums about the same size in it. But I don't know yet. And this is actually a ring I found 2 years ago on a cruise. And it was crusty and gray and black. See the video of my pirate treasure? This is it. And digging rings down in Florida in Tampa, he found one exactly like this and took it to a jeweler. And they dated it and everything else. And it's a Frederick Goldman ring. You can see right there, FG. That's Frederick Goldman. And it's sterling, not 925, so we know it's... That means, all you guys should know by now, if it says sterling, it's early 1960s and older. After that, it was all 925. Sometimes they said 925 and sterling, but still in the 60s, mid 60s. But by the 70s, it all had to be 925. That's from every jeweler I know, and I got a couple guys that own stores and every book on it. But I've always wanted this polished up. My mom took it and she tried to polish it up with a Dremel tool, and it looked horrible. I told her to take it to a jeweler. But with a jeweler that's got my other gold, he polished it up. Man, and that thing is awesome. And those are real diamonds in there too. So don't believe it when somebody says you can't have real diamonds in silver, because those are real. He tested them, I've tested them. He looked at them, he said they're good quality. But it's pretty cool that me and Digging Rings got the exact same ring. Same style and everything. And both of them came from the ocean too. And both of them kind of down that way, because I was in the Caribbean. And he's in Tampa. I think it's Tampa, that area. But that's cool. Thanks, and thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. I hope to get more subscribers this year. Only at like 500 and some. I'd like to get around 1,000 or so. That'd be cool. If I could hit 1,000, I might do something cool. I'm not big into giving away, because I like holding on to everything. I mean, ask my wife, I cringe when I sell my gold. But I stockpile everything else. Thanks for looking. Happy hunting. Sorry for the long video, but everybody wanted a wrap-up video. Everybody have a great year, and hopefully I can get 111 silver coins. Doubt it, but hopefully. Actually, if I get 50 this year, I think I'll be happy. But I would like more Indian heads, a large cent, never found one. My goal is a gold coin, which I think everybody is. My true gold I think I can manage to get is a silver dollar. I think I know some areas that might hold them. The one area that I was told to hold them wasn't a silver dollar. They were half dollars, and the guy did find them when he took the trees down himself. And I did hunt that house. Thanks for looking. Happy hunting. And see all y'all this year in 2015.